Oh, got trouble up front.
Biffle right in front of Junior. Kenseth is in it.
Oh, and turns Quapple into the outside wall.
And
Kevin, a lot of chasers involved in this one.
Oh,
17.
When you get off there, if you can drive it.
This is definitely the big one we were looking for, guys. I was hoping we had not seen, or we had seen it and we wouldn't see this, but these guys hung back all day, and that's what they get in then.
We don't have any brakes.
we told her, look at Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s car all torn up in the front. We mentioned Talladega could be the turning point in the chase.
This is definitely a turning point for these guys right here. All these chasers involved.
Carl Edwards all day long tried to stay out of trouble. You see Juan Pablo Montoya head of the garage area, 17 involved.
Your teammates there in the 99 took you guys out.
Biffle's car's destroyed. Be interesting to see on the replay exactly what did happen.
Travis Quapple, the pole sitter, brand new car. Heavy damage on his car after having such a great run. 22, Dave Blaney. Harvick also damaged. He's sitting on pit road there, right side and left front damage.
Do you need another pen, Doc? I see you writing all these numbers down. Are you out of ink?
I'm running out of ink. Is writing people down in this incident here. Again, Biffle, Edwards, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Kenseth. 29 of Harvick. There's Carl Edwards, who had spent all day trying to stay out of trouble, trying to dodge people on pit road, even pitting a lap late to stay away from contact.
Yeah, that's frustrating to have a car as good as Travis Quapple had today to end like that.
Yeah, and he was almost by it, got clipped in the right rear, and that's what's so frustrating for him.
Let's show you again here. 14 laps to go. And the big one, 2, takes place.
You see these guys coming on the high side. See Carl Edwards and Greg Biffle up on the high side making a real run. You see Blaney gets turned a little bit there, but that was okay. That looked like that could be big. But the trouble's going to start right up here in the front whenever looks like maybe the 99 gets into the back of the 16. That's all 3 Roush cars that it takes out right there. And Dale Jr.
Look at Jimmy Johnson just squeezed by this. There's still some wrecking ahead of even of Jimmy Johnson yet.
We talk about bump drafting. It's hard to see from that angle we were right there, but bump drafting in the corners, you have to believe that Biffle got a shot right there. I don't think that the car would just turn sideways. Jimmy Johnson right there in the middle, just behind Kevin Harvick, who was involved in the accident, but Jimmy Johnson's going to slip through. See Jeff Burton down the apron. Let's watch right here.
Still 3, keep pushing. Keep pushing.
Right there, you cannot touch somebody right there on that left rear corner.
You just can't keep hitting them, especially in that corner. You got the wheels turned already, and you just have to lay off right at that point. As much as you're wanting to help move forward.
Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s onboard camera. You see the contact right in front of him there, and he'll have nowhere to go.
1 inside, spin in front of you. Come on, come on, come on. We're in it, guys. Keep digging there. You're clear low when you get around them.
Yeah, that's a hard hit, too.
There you go. Come on, when you get off there, if you can drive it.
See, Junior chose to get up in that outside line. He saw them moving, but wasn't expecting that to happen.
Have a look at it here. It doesn't get any prettier, I can tell you that.
Body bunched up 2 laps after a restart.
You just have this expectation as a driver that that car down on the inside is going to do everything it can to get out of your way.
Although I think what Larry said, we're just a couple laps on a restart, and all day Shauna's had trouble. She couldn't keep her car at the bottom of the racetrack. She was running up a little higher, and that's what Elliott Sadler saw as he went by.
We just need some way for the we need some way to gauge how hard a hit that is, because I mean, on TV it doesn't seem like it's all that big a deal, but let me tell you folks, that thing backed in there, it's like getting hit up beside the head with a ball bat.
When you're going backwards like that, Daryl, and you hear those tires squealing, I mean, I know it's happening so fast, but what are you thinking?
Well, you know you're going to hit. You kind of are hanging on, and you don't think anything. I mean, it's not like you process anything. You got, if you have the presence of mind to lean back when you're going to hit backwards, that's the best thing to do. But you have somewhat of a tendency to lean forward, and that throws your head into the back of the seat.
195 miles an hour.
Oh boy!
And wow,
what's his thing?
But impact well over 100 miles an hour. About 115 miles per hour. Coming back down the racetrack still at 50 miles an hour. Wow.
Cleanup continues. Dale Jarrett continues to lead Ricky Rudd and
I'm hearing they're going, oh, we got a car around. Got a car around right
Bobby
there.
Gordon saves it.
But the 6 is being black flag, passing before the start-finish line.
And now Newman again. Ryan Newman hits the wall.
Junior.
Truex and Junior.
Oh, no, and here's Truex.
Caution is out.
Caution is out there, yeah.
So Gordon's down and off the racetrack. What happens behind them? A.J. Allmendinger got into Ryan Newman, who got into the wall, who collected Truex, came across, and Junior spun.
It's like some drivers were checking up, some were not.
Hello, come on, come on, come on. There you go. Hold the brake, guys.
Watch the 6 of David Reagan. He is the leader right there on the outside. He must maintain lane position to the start-finish line for this to be a legal start. When he changes lanes, he has violated NASCAR procedure, and he'll get a black flag.
They timed it perfectly. They just went too soon.
Yes.
Now, David Reagan not happy about the call, but pretty cut and dried, Darrell.
No, yeah, it's not even an interpretation.
Tony was outside of you. You'll be all right.
That's just so sad for that kid.
Got loose entering the corner and collected Dale Earnhardt Jr. in a big way. And there are 4 cars involved. There is Bobby Labonte, who is one of 4, and there is Brian Vickers, also down on the apron. Pleased to find one other car with damage as a result of this crash going into turn 1. And Vickers throwing his arms up. There it is, Ricky Rudd.
Looked like there was smoke off of a car. I don't know if there was any contact. Quite a bit of smoke as we looked off into turn 1.
Entering turn 1, lap 13.
That was a hard lick. It really was. And Junior just tried to move up a little too quickly and caught the back of Vickers' car. Not sure what he was thinking.
All the drivers have climbed out on ROK.
There's just nowhere for Ricky Rudd to go in the 21 car.
He goes the outside of the 14 of Brian Vickers here. He drifts up high, but now watch. He's going to come down. He's going to side drive. He wants that left front right on the right rear quarter panel of the 14. But as he gets off the corner, it just comes around on him.
We've seen that several times today. You start to make an abrupt move like that off 4, you spin out.
That looked almost just like Chase Elliott.
Exactly.
His teammate.
Well, you know, we've documented all week long how fast these cars are.
Yeah, bumper, he's still going to be there. He doesn't have up, though. 3 is going to get to him, though. You're going to keep the ball off the corner here. Here they come. Here comes the 3 at your bumper. Looking in there, the 3. Keep coming, buddies. Hold the brake here. Hold the brake. Straight it out, straight it out, straight it out. Caution will be out here. Hold the brake here.
And the favorite,
Sorry about that, guys.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. appears to be out of the Daytona.
Whoa! Contact for the lead. Hamlin into the wall. Oh, and collects another one. That's Junior up in turn 1, I believe.
They ripped the door off Junior's car. I couldn't tell what number it was.
Behind the wall,
There wasn't a number on it.
racing for the lead, gone wrong off turn 4. You see Harvick trying to get a big run up off the corner, and I believe he just misjudged right there. He thought that Hamlin was going to be a little more speed on the exit of the corner there. He was just going to slide up in behind him at that point in time and just misjudged a little, whether it was the 11 had to be out of the throttle just a little. I'm sure Denny's going to say that he just got turned, that he was wide open.
Well, he did. He did get turned, really. I mean, I know that this wasn't intentional by the way you're watching it, but
you can see Kevin had every intention of just going in behind.
Don't get ass back. Don't get ass back.
Oh.
Not paying attention. He didn't know that I had a cut tire last year, and he just thinks he knows everything and probably thought he knew everything again. And I just wish I had some kind of car left so I could show him the favor back. But I mean, we're not even halfway. We're racing for the lead. I don't know. Just it's a misjudgment. I mean, he's a good driver. He knows better. He just made a mistake.
Nobody's going to lift now. There's just 4.5 laps to go in the Daytona 500.
What do you think? Oh, there's a car in trouble.
Jamie McMurray, the 26 car, bounces off the outside wall.
And around they go.
Ricky Rudd, the 88 car. Caution will be out.
Dale Earnhardt Jr.
And remember, when the caution comes out, at the moment of caution, the field is frozen.
What do we got? 5 laps to go, 4 to go this time. It looks like we may get a green-white checker here.
McMurray is done. Rudd and Earnhardt trying to make it back to the pits. Watch the right side of your screen. McMurray up high.
I think he may have got a little shove from behind. I'm not sure. It looked like that's Kenseth in the 17.
And they just started stacking up from there.
Yeah, the 88 car looked like Rudd just kind of ran in the back of the 26 of McMurray, and boy, from there on, it was on. Yeah, you see McMurray get around there with Matt Kenseth right behind him, Jamie in the 26. Smoke, and you can't really see a lot with the smoke. Car starts swerving. Oh, Rudd got hit from behind. It looked like maybe Dale Jr. lifted him up. All you can do is drive and hope that a hole opens up. There's no stopping. You drive it to the bitter end.
We were coming off 2, and I just saw sparks on the wall. I couldn't see what was happening in front of me. I was tucked in behind 88, and I guess some guys were wrecking me and 88. I ran 88 into it, but we couldn't really stop for it, so it just took us out.
I know you're trying to tell your spotter to tell Martin Truex, your teammate, that if he could find somebody a little stronger to go with it, are you guys going to change up your engine package possibly when you go to Talladega?
I would like to. We didn't bring a good bullet to the fight. You know, we didn't have everything we needed to have. We're normally a lot better than this, and it was very frustrating to try to get out there and make things happen, and the car just wouldn't cooperate. But I made some moves too. I mean, it wasn't all the race car there at the end. I wasn't making good moves, and everybody was too wide. You didn't know which lane to be in. It seemed like everywhere you went, it was the wrong lane.
And that's just how fast it happens right there. You got a car down on the inside, the 40 car. Strimmy, he's down there smoking. You got the 26 in the wall. Here comes 17.
It just all started stacking up.
He did.
You know, Jamie McMurray had a car probably good enough to win this race a year ago and almost had the very same thing happen in the exact spot a year ago.
It's just a real nightmare as a car owner and a driver to run all day long, have a pretty good car, maybe get a decent finish, get the year start off right, and end up like that on the hook.
Now the race is going to be red flag. They will stop the cars coming off turn 2 and clean that area up, and then restart them. And the procedure will be, when the track is clean, they will wave the green flag. Next time around, they'll wave the white flag, and then the second time by, the checkered flag will end the race. However, after that green flag waves, if there is another caution, the race is over. That's NASCAR's version of overtime. 6th place, Denny Hamlin, Trevor Bayne, and a car in the wall. Hard in turn number 1.
If it's on fire in the car, I need you to
Dale Earnhardt Jr.
As I can. If it's on fire in the car there.
Wow, that thing is.
Get low if you can. Come on low. Start working your way low. Work your way low. One more car. Come on down. Come on down. Turn left. It's on fire. Get out.
He's bailing out that thing.
Get a fire truck out there pretty quick there. I can see the fire.
Earnhardt's car is ablaze after a hard impact with the right front into the turn 1 wall just as we go to green. Watch the 88.
Yeah, he's going down the front here, headed toward turn 1. You can see at 190 mile an hour, and he lost a tire.
Did he not? I believe he just drove down through the grass, which is not unusual
exactly
for doing that here.
Yeah, that's right. Looking back on it, yeah, he clipped the grass, and
However, the left front looked down as he came across the racetrack.
I can't make a determination whether the tire went down, he got in the grass, or he got in the grass and the tire went down. We'll have to look at it a couple more times here.
We've talked about how muddy the grass is here from persistent rains throughout the weekend, what it did to David Reagan's car.
42 got a little out of the groove there. Clear by 2 in the 48, 1 out of the 42. Stay low.
I think he was behind that car and he couldn't see, and I think when he went to the inside, he clipped the clipped the grass.
There's a lot of grass and mud on the nose of Jimmy Johnson, the 48 team. I just think even if the grass was dry, with these cars being on the ground so low, I don't think you can clip that grass like you used to.
Wow, did that push back the Lexan windshield and everything? I think that left front corner, that nose looks pretty heavily damaged.
Well, look how bad it bent that windshield bracket. If he's got problems with the windshield and the left side of the nose.
Now let's look from Eric Almirola.
Let's see what happens here. He goes down. Yeah, man, look how high that car went into the air. And of course, you're running right at 200 miles an hour right there. And Jimmy Johnson right behind him.
A lot of damage to the car. Wild ride, Dale Jr. What happened?
I just ran into the grass on the apron on the front straightaway there. I was following a 43 and just didn't see the grass. Didn't know the grass was down there that close. With the way the A-post is in these cars, you can't really see that good to that angle. So I really didn't have a good visual where the grass was, and just got down in there pretty good. That's awful.
Mud pretty heavy down, all that wetness. Is that really what kind of grabbed it?
No, you can't run through there the way we got these cars on the ground like that. And just a mistake on my part. I just didn't know I was that close to the grass and just made a mistake.
Mike?
All right, we're ready. Thank you, Jeff. The point leader, Dale Earnhardt Jr., in the garage with a torn-up car. His teammate, Jimmy Johnson, was right behind him, and a huge chunk of sod or maybe tire really dented in the Lexan of that windshield, and more repairs are needed.
Into the wall, caution flags out. Second place man in the NASCAR Winston Cup Championship.
And Junior has been having trouble the last couple laps during our commercial breaks down in 1 and 2. His car was very, very high, like something was wrong.
See him going down into 1 right there. Car is bobbling a lot right there, BP. Gets back in the gas and just loses it.
All of a sudden the car just spins around.
But the car looked loose as he got down into 1. Well, you know, they've been talking about this car being a handful all weekend. And we caught just a clip at the end there of Junior's radio transmission saying, I just couldn't hang on to it this time. Well, you know, in final practice, we rode along with the 8 car a bunch of times, and that car really looked unstable getting into the corners, even then. Trioval right there. Boy, when it happens fast.
Back with you at Chicagoland Speedway. Big wreck in turns 3 and 4. Dale Earnhardt Jr. involved in that. Junior, you came out of the medical center on your own. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. We just we had the car too loose to drive it, and just lost control of it. That's unfortunate, but same hands full.
And you were in a wreck earlier today too in turn 2. It was a long day. That's the same wreck we're talking about here. What was the condition of your car when it happened, Junior?
Oh, man, it was out of control. I think I may have had a flat tire, but I just pitted 3 laps before that, so I think we just over-adjusted, and I wasn't going to make it another corner, so it's just too bad, but, you know, I couldn't handle it.
All right, we're glad you're okay.
A couple of Pontiacs of Bobby Labonte and Ward Burton. Caution is out.
They got a car into the wall, and that is Earnhardt Jr. in the wall in the backstretch very, very hard. His car spun coming off of turn 2, looped around and tagged the inside wall. So Dale Earnhardt Jr. brings out the 5th caution flag today. Hard impact into the concrete off of turn 2 down the back straightaway.
Much I can do, man, when we're out that far out of cycle. I know what bite us eventually. We'll still get what we can get there. How'd the right side look, guys?
Johnny Benson asked his crew how the right side.
Split out if you can. Get me as much on the front and the front of the left, front of the right rear as you can get.
10-4, be easy with the front, get what you can, but remember it's fragile and you guys help him in the back. They say it's really, really flat. So we'll get what we can here. At the 52nd time by once we get walked down.
Earnhardt Jr., the leading Rookie of the Year contender, had finished top among rookies at Rockingham and Las Vegas. And pretty hard impact here at Darlington as the safety crews are there pretty quickly to talk to Earnhardt Jr. and take a look at the front end of that Budweiser Chevrolet.
He's banged it hard. Anytime you see the back of the hood bowed up about 3 feet.
Again, now coming off turn 2, there's Earnhardt Jr.'s car, just gets sideways.
Like it was a little bit low coming off of that corner, and the back end got loose on him, and down to the inside he went.
And there's a lot, you're right, there's a lot of damage to the front of that car.
There he is climbing out of the car, the 25-year-old third-generation driver, able to manage a bit of a smile and that he can walk away. Heavy damage, he heads for the ambulance, and these guys head the pit road. Let's check in with Ray.
Well, Jerry, they went a fast pit stop in the 99, so they will not pull spring rubber out, but they do go down 2 rounds on the track bar. Now to John Kernan.
Dale Jarrett's crew already round to the left side. No adjustment.
Here comes Junior trying to take over that 3rd spot from Carl Edwards. Junior in the 8 car.
15 laps to go.
Drive the car right now faster and harder than the tires will allow.
Championship contender in trouble, crashing on the back straightaway. No, can you believe this? Looked like he had contact with Carl Edwards. Yeah, man. Another championship twist.
Oh no,
it's unbelievable.
It is. I don't think I have to say a lot of damage to the 8 car, do I?
Watch the 99 car of Carl Edwards as Earnhardt Jr. moves up the racetrack. He just make a little bit of contact, at 190 miles per hour. That's the result.
Didn't Junior do something like that?
Here.
Was that with Ryan Newman? Was it Ryan Newman?
Yeah.
And crashed exactly the same way a couple of years ago?
He thought he was clear, but he just humped the bumper. And that's a big hit.
That is a big hit. Oh, not only
in more ways than
one, yeah.
The onboard view from Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s car.
He sees that 6 car, and he sees that 6 car in front of him.
Watch him struggle with that stern wheel. That'll tell the tale. Oh, trouble for Junior. Couldn't hang on to it. Into the wall. Caution's out. And the field slows immediately. Well, he did have his hands full, that's for sure.
as he was getting lapped by Ryan Newman.
Got up in the gray marbles or dirt or whatever you want to call it up there.
And Ashley was just trying to go faster than his car was capable of going, trying to keep up with Ryan Newman. On board with it.
Watch when he gets up just a little bit too high. Hear the wheels spin. That's because I lost grip.
Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s car being towed back in. NASCAR officials will have a look at it. And obviously, Junior taken to the infield medical center. We'll get an update on that as soon as possible. And there is Dale Earnhardt Jr. going to get the trip. You see him buckling himself into the helicopter to go get further checked out.
Earnhardt Jr. spins up in front of McMurray.
Tire flew off that left rear of the 8 car.
How in the world did that happen? The tire completely fell off the car.
That's a one attempt at a green-white checker.
Coming through the white,
White in caution, and Jimmy Johnson will win it here at Atlanta.
Slow down, they're yelling. Slow down.
This one, folks, is history. What a day as Jimmy Johnson wins and Carl Edwards waves out the window.
That's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Left rear tire came completely off of that 8 car.
And talk about a good move out of Jeff Gordon. When that crash happened off of 2, he stood in the throttle and he picked up like 3 positions. Jimmy went from a 1 point behind to now Jimmy's 23 points behind Jeff Gordon. But boy, he picked up a lot of ground today on Jeff Gordon.
Good to see Junior get out of the car here. That was a pretty good lick.
He was trying to think, what in the world just happened?
Dave Burns.
Well, he had some indication that something might go wrong in the 8 car. He told his crew just before that restart, I think something might be broken in the back of this car, and that must have been what he was feeling somewhere back on that rear tire.
Out of the car, able to walk away. So this is the kind of luck. This is the emblematic of the kind of year I've had. Watch the 8 car. My heavens.
It's like maybe a broken wheel or something. I mean, the lug nuts just don't all come off the car at the same time. It could have been a broken wheel. And Jamie McMurray, oh my gosh, bad day for him. He had such a good run going on.
What a crazy finish.
That is crazy.
Comes off there right up in front of Jamie McMurray. And suddenly a day he thought might end up in victory lane ends up with disappointment once again.
And there's 2 fellas that didn't do anything wrong at all. Jamie's just a victim, and Junior broke the wheel.
Steve Park dropped right in single file, but Tony Stewart challenged Ricky Rudd and moves up to 3rd.
Oh, we got trouble already.
3 cars, 4 cars.
It's Dale Jr.
Earnhardt Jr. with Jimmy Spencer, Kenny Wallace, and Mike Wallace. And it is Earnhardt Jr.'s car who comes to rest against the outside wall at turn 4.
This cannot be happening to that young man.
Kenny Wallace goes to the garage. Mike Wallace to pit road. And from the last lap of last Sunday to the first lap of this.
He seems to be composed, though, Mike. He's talking to his crew, and I'm sure he's trying to assess the damage. And what do they want him to do? They can probably actually see the car better than he can.
From what we can see, he can climb out.
It's pretty serious, yeah. Took a pretty hard hit on lick there. You know, got to wobbling going into 3 over there. I don't know if somebody got into him and had to take a look at it and see, but up the hill he went.
Earnhardt is okay, staying in the car to talk to his crew on the 2-way radio. Here's what happened as things bunched up.
I can't tell until we look at it one more time, but Hornaday might have got into the back of Junior, and of course all these other guys didn't have any place to go. Here comes Hornaday. Let's see what happens here. He's coming down the back. It's Junior right in front of him. I'm sure everybody's being real cautious,
Yeah.
Of all things.
Everybody trying to tiptoe into that corner.
Yeah.
course, Kenny Wallace there in the white car, just nowhere to go.
These guys are all just caught up in it and can't nowhere to go. They're bunched up on the start here, and poor Kenny Wallace searching for a sponsor. And here's Junior and
go outside. Outside.
Chances are they may take the garage area and assess the damage, but there you go. What they've got there, that's a crash cart. It's got a lot of spare parts and pieces on it. This early in the race, this race is 3.5 hours long or longer. They get back there, they can change a lot of things on that car, get it back out there. Let's remember Dale Earnhardt Jr. is second in the points coming in this event, still early, so they need to run as many laps as they can to get as many Winston Cup points as they can. So they'll get in there and try to fix this thing.
95.7, which is WKML, FM Fayetteville, or 94.7 WQDR FM out of Raleigh, bringing you the broadcast here today from the North Carolina Speedway. And MRN always doing an excellent job with very fine reporters up and down pit road, in the garage area, and down around the infield care center where they check on the drivers regularly. Up in turn number 3 now, the track maintenance crew continuing to work on Dale Earnhardt's car. We're under caution for the first time here today. Back in the North Carolina Speedway, we're under caution for an accident after the turn 3 and 4. We initially started in front of the Jimmy Spencer got jumping out. Spencer right there in the middle. That got some damage there. But Mr. Kelly with it.
To honor Dale Earnhardt with a silent lap 3 proved all too silent with the crash at lap 1. There's Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s car, and we all so hoped that young man could turn his focus and attention and have a clean race today.
Yeah, and you know what? Every driver in those cars that are going by, looking up at that car against the wall, I bet a tear come in their eyes.
You ride with Michael Waltrip behind Brett Bodine. As we go to break, 4 laps are now complete. You're watching NASCAR on Fox. Matt Yoakum.
Well, Mike, Dale Earnhardt Jr. has stepped out of the infield care center. First off, are you okay, Dale?
Yeah, I'm fine. Everybody home, I'm doing all right. No big deal. Just tight. Go racing, getting down into 3. The 4 car pulled down in front of me, and everybody checked up, and I was checking up, and somebody didn't. So it's tough. You know, we really had a good car. Wanted to do good here. Get the year started off right, but we have to go to the garage, see if we can get it back out there.
Same thing for Rusty Wallace. They may be a lap short. Rusty says this last set of tires not as good as the last set.
Here we go. Like I said, I just don't think I'd fight it right now. I'd get in behind him and follow him. Don't do anything immature. Oh, trouble down here. A car's trying to get in the pit.
Hard in the wall.
That's Bill Elliott.
Little E, Dale Earnhardt.
And Kevin Harvick. A very hard crash for Elliott.
Oh, yeah.
The first serious incident, or rather for Earnhardt, the first serious incident of the day. And, excuse me, it was not Bill Elliott, it was Dale Earnhardt.
Yeah, I just saw the red and white, and I thought it was Bill Elliott.
And it was hard, Darrell.
It was. That was an incredible impact.
Field coming around to take the caution flag at lap 228.
Boy, that's on the left side, driver's side. I tell you, I don't like the looks of that, guys.
The window net's down.
That's a sign we look for. Telling safety workers I'm okay.
Yeah,
I'm frustrated, but I'm okay.
No, guys, he's laying over there, and I mean that's a hard lick.
And Kevin Harvick, the second car involved.
I think Dale Jr. was trying to get in the pits, and or somebody was. There we go.
Almost like maybe Kevin Harvick was
trying
to get in the pits. 29 car.
Oh, that's it. I'm telling you, that is
a brutal hit.
It is.
Kyle Petty just squeezes through there. Has to go to pit road to take evasive action. So does Jeff Gordon.
That I don't like the looks of that.
All the cars have now taken the caution flag, and rescue workers come to the aid of Harvick and Earnhardt Jr. You're exactly right, Darrell. Harvick had slowed. He was trying to get to pit road, and Earnhardt Jr. going under him. The two collided. He's awake, alert, talking to the rescue personnel.
He's I just knocked the breath out of him, I guess. I tell you, they've done such a great job with the inside of these cars and the head and neck restraint systems and everything else.
See Kevin Harvick out, his car.
He's just got, I think he's got the breath knocked out of him. Plus, I hope that's all it is.
20 laps to go. Fifth caution of the day from the Bud Cam.
Here he is, and he sees all of a sudden there's Harvick on the outside. Oh boy.
Oh wow.
See his hands on the steering wheel. Well, I just I'm thankful he got out of the race car, because that left side lick like that, that was a very hard impact. Again, I just think it's a tribute to all the things we've learned about the inside of these race cars and how to protect the drivers.
We'll get an update on Dale Jr. as soon as we can. It makes the fuel mileage question pretty moot. When pit road is open, after some of this is cleaned up, we should see the leaders come in and top off for the final run.